Now, this is a must-win game for the Lions tonight, but the Cowboys have already locked in the #1 spot in the NFC. What do they hope to accomplish tonight?
Well, for the Cowboys, it's just, as I said, keep going as they've been going. Keep trying to win games. Don't lose the momentum. Don't lose the edge. I think that we've seen that with teams previously where you take some time off. And think about this now. If they don't treat this game seriously, which would mean they don't treat the next game seriously, and then they have a bye, and then you've got to play a playoff game after that, that would be almost 4 weeks without playing a game that you didn't put some sort of consequence on. And that's a long time to be out of your routine. So I think that's one of the reasons why the Cowboys will go all out to win this game. And the other thing is that, Detroit's got themselves in a situation, from my understanding, looking at NFL media, that it doesn't matter if they win or lose because it's all going to come down to playing Green Bay next week. The winner of that's going to end up winning the NFC North. So, kind of both teams are in the same boat tonight. It'd be interesting to see how Detroit plays their game, since basically the NFC North title will come down to playing the Packers next Sunday.
Yeah, getting more into what you were just saying, Mickey, about maybe going a month before the next meaningful game for the Dallas Cowboys. And I get what you're saying. I mean, the focus there and the intent of Jason Garrett and his staff is telling the players, hey, let's play everything 100% and like you're trying to play for a playoff spot. But they're only human, and you also have a lot of young players in some key positions. So what concerns are there regarding that?
Well, we'll see how well they listen, right? Because that's been what's been preached to them. Now, are they listening to what the coach says and then go out and play? So far, that's what they've repeated. Again, you're right. Young guys, you just never know how they're going to react to this. But again, young guys, is it too much to ask them to keep playing? And so I think from a competitive standpoint, it's really hard to send some guys out there and say, hey, don't worry about it. This doesn't matter, because then you embarrass yourself. And I think you leave yourself even more susceptible to injury. Plus, you can't pull everybody, right? There's not enough guys on the roster. So say I take out, and I think where they'll be conservative is with guys that have injuries or coming back from injuries. You're not going to force them guys out there. They're going to have some extra time. And the Cowboys already have ruled out 4 guys already this year. I mean, for this game, Tyrone Crawford's listed as doubtful. He's got a shoulder injury. So I don't think you push those guys into the game or force them back any sooner. And I think that's where the benefit comes from having already clinched things. You can try to get healthier. But again, you say Tyron Smith, you know what? You've been dealing with a back. Maybe they pull him out a little earlier. But if you let him rest, what does that tell your Pro Bowl center, Travis Frederick? You don't have to play. And again, if you're going to play Dak Prescott, you better have that offensive line out there and not be resting people. And again, even with Tony Romo, you guys brought that up. Are you going to send Tony Romo out there and put a bunch of backups on the offensive line? How fair will that be to him, and how safe would it be for him? So again, I think you just got to go play. That's as simple as it is, and you accept the consequences just the way you did in the first 14 games of the season.